how would you evaluate in just the regional that you're going to, and what are your thoughts on facing that group?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's a team that's been at the top of the pack all year, and I guess they're the hype train of college baseball at the moment, really, in the last 12 months with all the transfer portal stuff and some of their guys with the upcoming draft. So there's LSU, and then there's two other strong teams, both hot right now, and just got to go out and play good baseball and enjoy it, take it all in.
You think the rest you guys got after Scottsdale was helpful?
It's great. Yeah.
How so?
Reset period.
Yeah.
Just being able to reflect on things and sort of live with them and just plan how you're going to approach this week and be ready to go when it comes down to it.
What did you do?
Rested up, hung out with the boys, reflected on the games, and been up in the cages a little bit and out on the field here. So just doing what I can to feel good mentally and physically and be ready to go.
What do you know about Sam Houston?
I know they got some guys. They play really good baseball on both sides of the ball and have won a lot of ball games this year. So they got some strong bats in the middle of the order and also some arms. So just a bit of everything, but we're getting into the deep stuff of the scouting right now. So more to find out, but yeah, they're a good squad.
After that reflection, what were some things that you kind of want to change after reflecting from the Pac-12 tournament, the way you guys came out heading into regionals?
Yeah, I think offensively we want to keep doing similar things, and so when we get out there at LSU, just continue to have a plan like we have and really go out and just execute and not be taken by the stage, but slow the game down and execute. So just trying to mentally prepare with the guys, and then for me, just continue to hone in some defensive things and keep also watching some of my base running film and stuff like that, so I can continue to make an impact on the bases. So yeah.
Scottsdale, I assume, didn't dent your guys' confidence or anything like that. Just how would you assess where the team's at mindset-wise heading into the regionals?
I think we're in a great spot. I think, the pitchers trust themselves and they're going to bounce back from what wasn't their best. And the hitters are at an all-time kind of peak right now, to where I think we're going to go out and whoever we're facing, no matter if it's the number one pitcher in the country or someone else, like we're going to go out and damage pitches in the zone and take the other stuff. So I'm excited, and I think we're in a really good spot.
Mitch said you and him were sitting over there on the bench the other day, and you were kind of like, I don't know what the other day is. It could have been a month ago for all I know when he's talking. But he said you said, I believe in everybody on this team. Could you just elaborate on that?
It was after a game probably 3 weeks ago. We were sitting on that bench and just having a really good down-to-earth conversation about a lot of stuff. It was a long conversation, probably 2 hours after game time. First off, there's one thing I really love about this program is the fact that I can real man-to-man conversation with our skipper and just talk life right after a game. So it's that was great, first off. But yeah, it was kind of talking about just the vision for the future and my role as a leader and how I can kind of push my belief of others on them and help them grow into who they're supposed to be. So I was kind of telling him how much I believe in the future of this program next year, whatever, this year, and just we were talking about how I can help grow others. So, yeah.
Like your passion.
Yeah, my passion for the other guys and everything like that. Yeah.
At the beginning of the year, you guys kind of talked about there are a lot of people that thought maybe this would be a rebuilding year, and you guys were very confident that it was not going to be a rebuilding year.
Yeah.
And obviously that shows just in where you finished in the Pac-12 and where you were projected to finish. Just how do you think, I'm sure that credits to a lot of your leadership. How do you feel like you as a leader, what are some things you're telling the team heading into regionals?
Yeah, no doubt people thought this was going to be a tough year considering how many guys we lost at the top end of the rotation and on offense, 4 of our first 5 hitters, so it was big. But again, that's what's so great about this program is there's such a culture of winning and great recruits and just great people all around that success comes more easy and it's an expectation. So guys stepped into their roles this year and we've had a lot of success. And then moving into the regional, just continue to trust your abilities and what's got you here so far. And yeah, we're going to be playing in front of a lot of people, and it's a bigger kind of stage than most guys have ever played in, but just slowing the game down and understanding that you do these things day in, day out, and if you play your role, we're gonna win it. So
Gavin kind of going through his slump and figuring it out, kind of way he's played the last 2-3 weeks. I mean, what does that do for your guys' offense heading into the postseason?
it just extremely lengthens it, and it adds someone that can put 1 to 4 runs on the board with any swing at any time.
Yeah.
And you've just really seen a difference in what he's been doing lately, and he's kind of back to where he was, and it's extremely exciting. It's because, like, you all saw at the start of the season how exciting that was to watch him play, and we talked about how special it is, and he's about to show us even more right now, just with the way he's conducting himself, and the swings he's getting off in the games are way different. There's less hesitation. He's taking the pitches down in the dirt, and just he looks like he's going to put a ball 450 feet every swing he takes right now, and that's where he needs to be at.
You talk about your leadership and all that. I imagine those month or two you were probably trying to help him in your own way. How did you go about trying to lift him up during that tough stretch?
Honestly, it was tough. Like, I've only been around Gavin 6 to 8 months,
right.
and so sometimes you don't know how to, like, interact and communicate with someone when they're struggling for their kind of the first time around you, because, like, things change. It's tougher conversations, and we roomed together a bunch through it, and yeah, I had all the belief in him, but it was interesting. It was kind of like I learned more about Gavin, and we worked through it, and he's just figured it out himself. I'd credit it to himself, honestly. And
you think your role was more baseball or more like mental and keeping spirits up sort of thing?
I feel like at first I was more the baseball route, just because I felt like I could see what was happening with his swing and stuff. But yeah, he was in a different spot mentally, and I kind of, like, almost stepped back a little bit because I felt like the coaches could play a better role, and I didn't want, not knowing Gavin enough, I didn't feel like it was my role to kind of step in and talk a lot of mental stuff.
Sure.
Just because, like, he's probably hearing it from 4 different guys on the staff, and they don't want me to hear something different. So it's just understanding my part in that. But I'm just super excited to see that he's back rolling, and we're going to see the best of him in the next couple of weeks.
It's all those psychology books, man.
Yeah, it helps me a little bit, I guess, but just continuing to learn how I can be better with the people around me.